Good evening, guys and girls. I am your voice of choice, the sexual intellectual DrMarxout, bringing you the next big pay-per-view for the Blitz Wrestling Organization, head of the digital triad, Checkmate. We have 6 titles being defended tonight, technically not defended because one of them is only just being now established. We're kicking things off with something that started off as an accidental rivalry. Buck Wild trying to redeem the honor of his brother Burke and his sister Beck against the creep of creeps, the Bud Light black belt, Mr. Skeevy Ray Vaughn, the man who pays for all of our pyro. This match will be held under no holds barred rules. Skeevy picked up quite possibly the biggest win that he's ever going to have, the biggest upset, and gave Burke the biggest L in the history of the triad just a few short weeks ago, looking to do the same thing to younger brother Buck. All because Skeevy made eyes at Beck, the former women's champion who we will see in action later. That's later though. Right now we are getting ready for our first match here in Chi-Town. Supernova Pro in the feed as we await the entrance of Buck Wild. Man's almost 300 pounds, wrestles like a cruiserweight. It's the only time we're going to see him smiling, and he's coming down now. I'm sure he's got all sorts of pain planned out for Skeevy. We have not seen him in a lot of singles action. Not exactly sure what to expect here, but he's looking to do what big brother Burke couldn't do. Wild Stallions picked up a big win this past week on Storm over Skeevy Ray's Charges, the Gentlemen's Club. But the Mullet Messiah wasn't at ringside for that. Instead, he was off training specifically for this match and what might follow if he actually pulls a win out here. At this point, I'm almost honestly inclined to say that Buck's the underdog here. Because we really don't know what to expect out of Skeevy except for hepatitis. Buck Wild looks ready. Skeevy's still refusing to take off those 1980 shades. Opening match on Checkmate, we are go. Starts off exactly like the first match did. Buck using that massive frame, throwing Skeevy around. Going for the belly-to-belly. Skeevy at the point of the elbow breaks the hold. Skeevy hung up on the top rope, slingshot back. Going to work on that shoulder early. It was a busy week for us here in the Triad. We've seen that Super Show, down for Supernova Pro. High Class Wrestling had triple threat. Skeevy off those ropes, shoulder tackle in the middle meets up. Buck with that vertical suplex brainbuster onto the knee. Buck staying a little more aggressive than Burke, which is surprising to say here. Side kick to the head of Skeevy, comes up with the rising knee. Skeevy getting his first bit of offense with the Irish whip, catches the back elbow on the way in. First cover of the match, entirely too early here. Backbreaker onto Buck. Positioning that Russian leg sweep. Skeevy heading up to that second rope. Dives down with that double axe handle. Bringing the shots down on that skullet. Is it still a skull when it's a ponytail like that? I do know that he just ran into that fireman's carry counter. Big time clothesline out of Skeevy. Skeevy headed to playground now, possibly looking for a weapon. All weapons are legal here. Gets that sledgehammer. Buck thankfully managed to get a shot on Skeevy, knocked him down. Big standing dropkick absolutely did nothing to Buck. Guard pillar post with Skeevy. Trans Am Titan. Put up on the top rope. Runs into an up kick. Skeevy just caught a jawbreaker. Buck ducked one clothesline, ran to another from Skeevy. One true SRV. Gets that vertical, hangs Buck's feet up on the top rope, trying to take some of that leg strength out. Skeevy looked like he was half contemplating trying to go coast to coast, thought better of it. Ran with that corner clothesline. Go out working on the arms of Buck, trying to take the power away. That's probably smart. Pay that from earlier with the sit-down jawbreaker of his own. That hammer's still in the ring. Back to work on those knees. Gets pushed away by Buck. Violating Wizard Rule. Has Skeevy up in the fireman's position. Throttles on top rope style. Hammer looks like he got bounced out of the ring when Skeevy hit the mat. Buck going to work on the knees now of Skeevy. Head up to the second rope on his own. Dives down with that almost looked like a frog splash. Got nothing but mat. Skeevy hanging Buck now on the top rope. Walks him out with that gross looking neck breaker. Buck manages to kick out at one after that. Skeevy with that trio of elbows to the traps. Back to work on that elbow joint. Runs into another jawbreaker. Off the top of that semi-bald-ish head. Buck just walking around with Skeevy like he's nothing. Skeevy though slips out, drops him down with the chop block. Heading back up to the second. Dives down, connects with the splash that Buck was looking for. Longest count of the match so far. It's about a 2 1/4. Delivering the elbows to the top of that semi-bald head of Buck. Back to work on the arm now. Skeevy with the neck breaker. Skeevy showing a lot of technical skill here. I don't know if technical is the word, just... And there's a spike DDT that planted Burke. Buck fighting back with the European uppercut. Goes for that low kick. Gets an elbow delivered to the top of the knee. Skeevy back to work on that arm. Skeevy looks like he's catching his breath now. Maybe just wanted Buck to crawl to his feet, almost kissing the boots. Catches Buck one more time with that sit-down jawbreaker. Skeevy looks like he's tuning up the 8-track. Skeet chin music. Didn't get all of it though. Looked like he caught him more off the arm glancing. Buck wisely getting out of the way, heading up top with Skeevy now. What's he thinking here? Hits him with that fireman's carry rolling toss thing. I don't even know what you call that, except for ouch. 275 pounds just driven into the stomach of Skeevy. Guaranteed to drive the wind out of someone. Buck with that corkscrew kick. Man, that size should not be able to move that well. If we just seen a man do a corkscrew moonsault that size, a corkscrew splash of some persuasion, but Skeevy finds a way to kick out. Buck with a wild style. Let's call it the European uppercut. Spinning back fist. Went for the Rana. Skeevy just drove him into the mat with that power bomb. It's only Skeevy's second match and he wrestles like a veteran. Knows where he is at all times. Went for the elbow drop, got nothing but mat. Looks like Buck was busted open off those trio elbows. Skeevy, again, with the ring awareness. Slips back with that reverse DDT counter. Going for the shot, Buck blocked it. Buck sent it into that neutral corner. Stuffs the takedown with the DDT of his own. Gets a 2.5 count. I don't think anyone would have thought a few weeks ago that Skeevy Ray would be in a match for almost 10 minutes with one of the Wild Stallions and actually doing well, but yet here we are. It's Buck sent outside to the playground after that jawbreaker. We may be heading to the back now. Skeevy brings Buck to a knee. Vertical suplex on that concrete. Yeah, he's absolutely been training with the Gentleman's Club. Or at least going to a Gentleman's Club. I'm not really sure. Definitely taking some of the aggression that we see out of Izzy Erect. Some of that ring prowess from Nigel. Not too terrible with trainers. We get Buck sent back into that ring. Skeevy back down into the cover. Only a 1 count, not enough punishment done on the outside. Shot blocked by Buck one more time. Rolling monkey flip. Buck is sudden. He can hit you from any angle, and it's just weird to see him be able to move that fast. Buck returned the favor with those elbows. Into that cover. Skeevy out at 2 again. Looks like that Widow's Peak mullet right under the point is busted open after that first set of elbows. Both men wearing the color now. Rolling thunder out of Buck. Are you kidding me? Went for the senton, got nothing but mat. Skeevy with that spike DDT one more time. Into the cover, feet on the ropes, completely legal here. Buck finding a way to kick out at 2.9. We get a chicken wing. Imagine that jawbreaker one more time. Teeth all over the front row. Skeevy tuning up the 8-track one more time. Skeet chin music ducked. Spinning back fist, both sides out of Buck. Laying the hands down. Sekiro moonsault gets all of it. Buck back up top one more time. Wild style completely missed again. Skeevy into the cover. Skeevy Ray Vaughn picks up another win over a Stallion. The man's 2-0 right now, folks. We set you that ridiculous corkscrew somersault kick out of Buck early. That first wild style, that corkscrew senton with a twist. Powerbomb out of Skeevy right there. I thought that was game over right there. These two men would exchange DDTs, exchange jawbreakers. Surprisingly, for a no-holds-barred fight, we only seen one weapon get brought in and didn't even get used. And your winner in our opening contest here at Checkmate is goddamn Skeevy Ray Vaughn. That hurt me to say. I have to go wash my mouth out. And the second newest member of Project Mayhem, the first woman to join. The newest addition to the, I guess now, Fatal 4-Way women's title match we will see here in our co-main event. Callie Dane has demanded a microphone. Our women's division has been something spectacular here in our first season at Blitz. I didn't know what to expect when we started booking some of these women, and I think they've put on the best matches we've had, outside of maybe a couple tag matches. But if I looked at the top 10 matches we've had here, I'm gonna say at least 7 of them involve our women's division. And I'm pretty sure the other 3 would be tag team matches. Callie with a new swagger since joining Mayhem. Looks like she's wearing that A on that new armband. Out here disrespecting the entire crowd here in Chicago. See, the only reason why she's not the champion now is because she was never given a shot until she decided to take her own. Saying today is the first day of the Callie Dane era. We are all heading to the danger zone. We get ready for our first title match, the crowning of our Headhunter champion. This will be our equivalent to the ultra-violent division. It is being contested in a ladder match. Ku the War God, the Grim Reaper, Baek, who managed to pick up a big win over Insanity on the Triple Threat pay-per-view in that tables match. So he's already primed for some just violence. Sakamoto Omega, Kersey Ramon, the second member of FCK in this match, and the surprise dark horse in this, Oscar La Vista. One of these 6 men will come down to be crowned our first Headhunter champion. I'm not exactly sure how things are going to play out with 2 members of FCK, that being Grim and Kersey. We'll see if they play friendly or if they decide that the title is more important than friendship. So we wait and see. We will find out next here in our first title match at Checkmate. Looks like we're getting straight to the action as Oscar goes straight after Kersey. Grim and Baek trading hands off. Sakamoto Omega is the first one going after ladder. Ku giving chase. This match is going to be super hard to call. looking forward to this all week, though. Bake drops Grim with that German suplex on the outside, almost caught the back of his head on that apron. With a back kick to the back of the head of Sakamoto Omega. Kersey with that big vertical suplex on La Vista. Omega with those strikes to Ku. Kersey and yeah, Omega's throwing shots right now. Kersey and Oscar La Vista still in the ring. Oscar dropping that clothesline. Sakamoto Omega's face getting bounced off the apron, not the apron, the barricade rather, by Ku the War God. Big belly-to-belly suplex in the inside of the ring. It looks like Ku and Grim are changing off here. Ku going to work on Bake now. Ku looked like he was aiming for that big powerbomb for Bake. Bake fought out of it. Just propelled himself into the sternum. Drops Ku with that neck breaker. Grim has been nursing a neck injury since he fought our champion, Ray Damonio, a few months ago. As Oscar La Vista just absolutely levels Kersey Romero with that lariat over the top rope. It looks like the FCK boys are going after each other now. Kersey just dove after Grim with that Fez press, raining the bombs down. Omega just leveled with that tornado DDT on the outside. Catching hands off Bake now. Bake absolutely laying a whooping on Oscar La Vista. We get a table of ladders built up on the outside. Another ladder laying on top of it. That's not going to be good for any of these 6 men involved here. Ku just caught with that bulldog off of Fernone. Oscar La Vista looks to try to get that ladder into the ring, gets stopped by the fallen body of Omega. Omega just throttled on the top of that ladder. So we get an Oklahoma Stampede from Ku onto Grim on the inside. I've probably missed so many calls as we finally get a ladder brought in by Kersey Ramon. Ku looked like he was diving in for the spear on Grim. And Sakamoto Omega just absolutely laid out Oscar La Vista with the tombstone outside on those mats. Grim's face bounced off that ladder twice by the War God. Not the God of War, that was Grim. Not Grim. Grim just got laid out though. Sorry, Bake was the God of War. A triple threat. On demand now in the digital triad. Like, share, subscribe to all three of us Supernova Pro High Class Wrestling analysts here at Blitz. Is Ku the first one to get his hands on that new belt? Bake giving chase. Throwing paws. Bake now trying to pull it down as he gets smacked in the back by Oscar La Vista. Not phased. As the Vanilla Gorillas he's still working on that belt. Finally dazed enough. Gets laid out one more time with that shot from La Vista. Just holds him up and feeds him to a kick from Omega. Ku heading back up. Has a hold of that belt. La Vista and Kersey just absolutely push it out of the way though. Ku fell on into that electric chair drop position. Gets dropped by La Vista, who brings Kersey Ramon in the hard way. That ladder still laid out across the ring and the barricade out there. Bake going back to work on Oscar La Vista. Omega the smallest man in this match, about 220, give or take. Bake just throwing shots with the ladder now. Grimm and Kersey are going back after each other. Grimm just looked like he was trying to pop that elbow out of the socket. Bake laying waste to everybody with that ladder. Bake's the last man standing. Ku back to his feet on the outside. Omega gives chase soon after. Ku with that shot to the back. Both men push that ladder out from under the feet of Bake. Bake still holding on. Just falls into that powerbomb by Ramon. Omega springboards into that front drop kick. Grimm and Kersey keep beating the holy hell out of each other. Omega up. Fights out of the vertical with that knee. Delivers one of his own. Drops it into a short brain buster. Ku is down. Omega take a page out of the big playbook with those front curb stomps. Vertical suplex on the outside from Kersey to Grimm. Bake still hasn't moved after taking that big powerbomb. Ku and Oscar release the fighting over that ladder. Oscar's laid out. Ku and Bake, the only two men that have managed to climb that ladder to this point and get their hands on that belt. Ku back up top. Oscar giving chase. Bounces Ku's face off of that ladder, throws him down. Oscar up there all alone right now. No one else in the ring to get him. Bake delivering shots to the back now, trying to get some payback. Omega with that single knee face breaker to Bake. That ladder knocked out from underneath the feet of Oscar La Vista. Oscar falls, almost had a hold of it, dropping that electric chair. His grin just got plain with a Death Wish DDT onto those steps from his stablemate, Kersey Ramon. That's not going to do Grimm any favors with that neck injury. Grimm back to his feet, has Bake up on the shoulders. I don't know how Grimm's walking right now. I think it's just sheer adrenaline. Bake just thrown off the shoulders of Grimm. As Kersey finally making his way up to the top of that ladder. And Grimm's the first man in to try to stop him. Getting chased up that ladder. These two big bulls of FCK. Grimm knocks his stablemate off. And is up there all by himself now. Ku back in the ring. Bake right after. Bake delivering the shots to the knees and the back of Grimm. As that ladder tipped off from underneath him by Bake and Oscar La Vista. Falling ladders everywhere. We have bodies everywhere. Welcome to Checkmate, everybody. As Ku up and over with that inverted suplex from Sakamoto Omega. Man the train briefly into the Soul Dragon Dojo and Wizard. Wizard said in a word, he's too much of a dick to finish the training. Of course, Wizard wouldn't say quite that, but, you know, paraphrasing. As Ramon has a hold of that ladder, beating down Omega. Greeting from the Black Lodge to Ku the War God on the outside. Ramon climbing that ladder now, has a hold of that belt. Oscar La Vista back in, Omega skitters up after him. Ramon getting beat down from both sides. Omega in the front, Oscar La Vista in the back. Kersey just tossed off the top by Omega. Oscar trying to push that ladder out. And Sakamoto Omega, his first trip up the ladder, comes down successfully as he is your first Headhunter champion. Pile driver on the outside. Right here, that Deathwish DDT cut the top of Grimm's head on those steps. Grimm would still continue fighting afterwards. We see here he delivers that green from the Black Lodge to Ku on the outside. And then follows that up with the Denogonizer. I didn't even see that. But in the end, a bloody Sakamoto Omega is your first and new Headhunter champion. As we move on from the Headhunter division to a tag team title match, as your World Cup winners, the Spice Rack representing Team Mexico, being represented here by Sir Achin Jalapeno, taking on your tag team champion, Cero Miedo, being represented here by El Hijo de Trueno and Nightmare, who we've seen pick up a big win a couple weeks ago. Big triple threat match. We haven't seen El Hijo do a lot outside of the tag team division. Of course, when your dad may or may not be who El Hijo de Trueno's father is, you can almost get away with not showing up to work that often. Cero Miedo does defend that belt under Freebird rules. I'm not sure if the Spice Rack will do the same on account that there's 1,000 of them. This will be Cero Miedo's second defense. We've seen them beat the Gentleman's Club twice. First to win the belts, second to hold on to them. Those two tag team title matches were absolute clinics in tag team wrestling. They would be two of those three tag team matches I said would be in the top 10 we've had this year. Looking to show that the boys can do everything the girls can do here. As we get ready for tag team title action. All of those T's. Spice Rack, Cero Miedo coming up on Checkmate. As we await the entrance of the challengers first. We see Jalapeno wrecking that Spice Rack shirt. Two heat indeed. Sriracha's in the back still, I guess, doing Sriracha type of things. This will be held under Tornado Tag Team rules. All four men will be in the ring at all times, unless they're outside. We've seen Valentina cash in her World War E title shot successfully. Naga, not so much. Tag team branch of the Spice Rack looking to add another belt to the notches of Team Mexico. We await the entrance of your tag team champions. El Hijo in the mask. Well, they're both in the mask. El Hijo in the Horde mask. Nightmare in the black. The only belt that has not changed hands here in our first season. Outside of the Headhunter's belt, but you know, we just crowned that 3 minutes ago. They look to continue their reign in the tag team division. I'm honestly convinced Stevie Ray might be the next champion of everything. He's going to be a one-man tag team with left-hander Rosie Palms. Sriracha in the red mask, Jalapeno in the green. Both representing Mexico. I'm not exactly sure from where because my Spanish is absolutely el terrible. Nightmare representing Pittsburgh. Avio del Trueno representing, I want to say Tijuana. I do know that it is Mexico. I don't know exactly where. Of course, he also said he's from Tokyo, Mexico, so who knows? I'm sure he does. I don't. Miedo handing those tag team belts over. Our first actual title defense is a go. Jalapeno up on the shoulders of Nightmare early. Dropped with that Death Valley driver. Sriracha goes right to the nuts of the El Hijo. Fights back with a Tanahashi. Nightmare with that single arm short brainbuster. Miedo's out here looking for a fight quick. El Trueno dropped out of that alley-oop. Hung up on that top rope almost. Nightmare has a hold of the arm of Jalapeno. Up and over with the monkey flip. Sriracha laying the boots to El Hijo. Full Nelson complete shot. Nightmare heading up to that second rope early. Looking for that diving DDT, gets nothing but mad as Spice Rex taken over. Sriracha with that falling fist drop. Jalapeno with that slap. Trying to now choke the life out of Young Nightmare. Nightmare is the youngest title holder here in Blitz. El Hijo caught with a jawbreaker. Sriracha going for that cutter. We owe either Val Savage or Steve Taylor 20 Blitz coins. Choke bomb almost, or choking sleeper slam on Jalapeno. We get our first cover attempt. El Hijo now after that bomb on the outside. Nightmare has a hold of that arm and that hammerlock. Has that arm outstretched. Steps on the wrist joint. And Sriracha turned around. Caught with the Rana. Big diving elbow out of Nightmare. El Hijo is the biggest man in this match at about 250. Super kick! I would yell that, but you know, I don't want to get held up by the law. Huge release German out of Sriracha. Sriracha measuring El Hijo. Runs through with that knee face breaker. Nightmare up and over with that reverse DDT counter. Sriracha violating Wizard Rule. Low kick on Jalapeno. Up and down with that cross-legged fisherman buster as El Hio's clotheslined over that top by Sriracha. This match not falls counter anywhere. The pinfall or submission must happen in the ring. I guess Sriracha heard me as he just sent El Hijo back in. Up and over with that cock joke. Nightmare playing with the Mexican leg sweep. El Hijo down for the cover. Into the cover. Fights out at 2. That sleeper slam one more time on Jalapeno as we see that corkscrew crossbody from Sriracha. His action's all over the place. Stomp to the guts. Jalapeno up and down with that side slam. Ceremieto looking to take the advantage back over in this match. Nightmare heading up top. Dark side of the moon stomp. Sriracha caught with that rolling kick. And Jalapeno finds a way to kick out at 2.8. Jalapeno has a hold of that arm of Sriracha, showing that lucha background. Dives off the drop kick. Jalapeno has Nightmare up on the shoulders. Drops him with that neck breaker on the knee. Thunderbomb out of El Hijo. Jalapeno is trying to save his tag team partner. Gets caught with that crossbody. Looks like El Hijo's shifted the hips backwards. And Sriracha going to work on the arms now. The Supernova's a fan of the Spice Rack. So is everyone else. That's why their shirts are outselling everything we have. Big single drop kick out of Nightmare. The Sriracha right back to the nuts. Nightmare gets caught. In with that gut buster. That sliding knee face breaker one more time on El Hijo. His Nightmare is up and down. Looks like he got driven into the boots of his tag team partner with that Scoble driver. And we have your new tag team champions. The Spice Rack now hold control of 2 of our belts. You see that cross-legged brainbuster, that cock joke out of Sriracha. We'd see that dark side of the moon stomp. These men traded all their shots. You see that thunderbomb out of El Hijo, but right here, that Scoble driver almost onto the boots of El Hijo. And Jalapeno and Sriracha are your new tag team champions. Second time this weekend those belts have changed. High Class officially in the feed. And I'm thinking we have masks in almost every match we have on the rest of the card. As Celtic Dragon managed to win his spot in a title match against Mighty, who did not have a challenger to this point. We lost the footage of a house show, but Celtic Dragon managed to win a battle royal over most of the rest of the Blitz division. I will pass that along, High Class. Apparently, Ku is being scouted by the Triad. Celtic Dragon went 0-3 in the World Cup. Looked good in every match he had. Just couldn't get it done. Mighty, who is officially 3-0 in matches involving the Supernova Pro Light Heavyweight Champion DeMario Bennett, went 2-0 in a clean sweep in another triple threat match with the 3 representatives of the Cruiserweight, Juniors, Blitz, Light Heavyweight divisions of the Triad. on that Supernova Super Show a couple days ago. I will say, though, that Cade has yet to take a fall against Mighty. Mighty won the triple threat match we had on a pin against Demario Bennett. And then your match he had, Supernova, he pinned Demario Bennett both times. So it's close, and Cade did manage to maintain his hold on the high-class wrestling Super Junior title in that triple threat match. So Mighty looking for his second defense here. We've seen him win that title match. We can make something happen. It's just Mighty can't manage to get momentum going in high class. Cade can't win a match here in Blitz, so we can't justify putting them in title matches if they can't win under their respective umbrellas, and I don't know how that works that way. I do know the Celtic Dragon looks absolutely ready for his first shot at gold here. As a multiple-time Blarney Stone Blitz champion in both the juniors division and in the heavyweight division, there's not really much of a difference over there, honestly. I'm pretty sure every UK company, the cruiserweights and the heavyweights, are just the same thing. It's like a difference of half of a stone, I guess. I don't know British units of measurement. Celtic Dragon awaits what he's hoping is his destiny. As your Keystone Kingpin. Representing high and mighty. Your Blitz Division champion. Spent some of this afternoon watching the Penguins fall to the hated Capitals. Yes, we keep hockey updates here. Yeah, Blarney Stone gets kind of nuts. I mean, that's the Fomori basically dominated there. Celtic Dragons from there. That's where Jacob Boxley got his start. We may or may not see a little more of an influx from them. I don't know. We also still have our relationship with Hajime Puro in Japan, which I can guarantee you we will have more of. Representing, I believe he's from Dunlow, Ireland. I'm not exactly sure where. I don't have that in my notes. The Celtic Dragon looking for his first shot at gold here in the States. Coming out of the north side of your Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Trainee of Bake. He is your reigning and defending Blitz Division champion. He is Mighty Marcus. Has picked up some tutelage under the Iceman as well, while learning off of Bake. That's only to be expected. Both men getting a look at that belt. Dragon looks ready. Dragon will absolutely be faster here. Mighty will be stronger and the better striker, I think. So we get that overhand wrist lock in the middle with that leg trip. No, Mighty's one of those guys that does not overlook anybody. So we see him going into that gut buster. We seen him absolutely go to work on Jacob Oxley a couple days ago, and it's, you know, he comes ready to play every match. He does not, like he doesn't think he's going to beat anybody. Well, he does. It's just he doesn't overlook anyone, is I guess what I'm saying. We see him go up and over with that kick out of the back of the legs. Right back to work on the side of Dragon, trying to take some of that stamina away. Big Crusher! Steve Taylor pay up. Dragon fighting back, kicks the knee out from under Mighty. Trying to take some of that torque out of the Blizzard of 93. Right there, though, that snap power slam is going to take a little bit of step out of anybody. Mighty with that European uppercut. Throwing bombs early. Up and down with that full Nelson bomb. Dragon back up on the shoulders of Mighty. Snake eyes in that corner. Mighty laying the boots. Dragon fighting back. Send to that opposite corner. Mighty looking for that high impact offense. Up and down with the power bomb. Up and over with that corkscrew splash. I'm gonna say Brandon Gates. And can we count Shannon Higgins since she's actually been wrecking house over there in Supernova? Dragon up and over with that DDT. It transitions into that, yeah, off the rope with the moonsault. Transitions into DDT. First cover attempt of the match. Mighty right out at one. Swift kick out of Dragon. Mighty kicking the legs out now. Dragon with that code green. Up and over that sunset bomb. Dragon caught taunting. Fighting back with the shots. Pair of forearms. Ducks the clothesline. Up and over with the flip kick. Rolls up Mighty with the schoolboy. Delivers that rolling kick. Dragon head up top. Can fly from anywhere and everywhere. Big 630 splash. Mighty out at 2. Dragon springboard frog splash. Went back to work on the midsection of Mighty. Just fighting back with that hip toss. Sit down jawbreaker. Glad we don't owe anybody any money when those get hit. Dragon has a hold of the legs. Down in that figure 4 on it. It's variation on the figure 4. Brings Mighty up to a knee. Delivers a kick to the sternum. We get our first Munchkin Lane DDT of the night. First that I've seen. I'm sure there was 1,000 of them in the multi-man matches. Mighty fighting back out at 1 once again. Stinger of a kick to the back. Dragon heading back up and down with that corkscrew crossbody. Going to work on the arms now, trying to take the lariats out of the equation. Snapmare's Mighty back down in the center of the ring. Looking for the headbutt, catches an elbow instead. Dragon up with the German. Mighty holds on, going 3 rivers. Dragon on Dragon. Up and over with that straitjacket. Doesn't bridge it out. Pulls Dragon away from the ropes. Goes into his first cover attempt of the match. Dragon finds a way to kick out at 2. Mighty with that kick to the sternum. Measuring Dragon. Pulls him in for that Blizzard of 93. Bounces the back of Dragon's head off of that mat. Into the cover. And still, your Blitz Division champion. over a very, very game Celtic Dragon. Show respect here out of the challenger and champion. Dragon's gonna give Mighty his moment. Take nothing away from Celtic Dragon. He came here to win tonight. Mighty just put in a little bit extra. Yeah, that boy's something. As we move on to our first of two, I'm going to say this is our co-main event. I'm honestly going to say this is going to steal our show. As your new BWO Women's World Champion, Valentina. Valerie did take a tour over in Blarney. I didn't get to see a whole lot of her over there, but I do know that her and Iggy actually did team up a couple times, so that could be a thing. On the topic of those women, though, Valentina is defending her. This is her first title defense, taking on the former champion, Beck Wild. CeCe Bones, who pinned Beck before she lost that match, and Callie Dane, who picked up that big win over Valentina on Storm last week. And this match is our first steel cage match here in Blitz. This will be fought first pinfall submission, or the first woman to escape the cage will be your women's world champion. Valentina cashed in her title shot successfully on Beck on Storm 2 weeks ago. The week before that, Beck took her first pinfall loss against CeCe Bones. And then just a few short days ago, we seen Callie Dane manage to make the champion tap out to that danger zone. We seen Callie on that mic earlier saying that we will all be in the danger zone after tonight. Danger zone. As our international incident steel cage match is about ready to start. Your former world champion, women's world champion rather, from British Columbia, Canada, is the object of affection of Skeevy Ray Vaughn, and the reason why her brothers have taken the two biggest L's in the triad. Woman has had to bathe in bleach since she's caught the affection of Skeevy Ray. And to watch her brother take another brother take a loss, I should say. It's hoping to get her family back on the winning ways. Awaits the first woman that pinned her. Or not. Callie Dane saying she's coming out now. Wearing that new coat, wearing that mask. The first woman to join Project Mayhem. Officially wearing the brand of Mayhem on the back of that new coat. I don't know what he's been giving to Beck. I don't know. I don't want to know. Callie Dane looks ready for her first shot at gold here. The only representative in the triad hailing from Wales. And Skeevy kind of has sleeves. Not on the denim. Being the youngest woman in this match. Representative of Team America in that World Cup. only fell to Shannon Higgins. Actually pinned Valentina during there too, if memory serves correctly. So she holds a win over... I actually think she's beaten... Yeah, she beat Callie Dane in the original women's qualifying, so she's beaten all 3 women in this match already. CC Bones looks to capture that gold, her first championship she's held across any promotion that she's done a tour in. And in her first defense, we await the spiciest woman in the match. Supernova Pro's second favorite. Wearing the new paint. And Chippy with the surprise, going with Bones for the win instead. I honestly thought he was going Valentina. His third favorite after Iggy and Val Savage. I'm shocked. Yeah, the code is a little bit more now that she's a champion. I want to say that's legit alpaca and llama fur now. Around the neck. Wearing that new demonic paint. Saying she'll become a demon if she has to. Oh, that one's kangaroo? Okay. Chippy Stacks with the Chippy Facts. As your Blitz Women's World Championship, our co-main event here at Checkmate. Callie Dane, Beck Wild, CC Bones, and Valentina. Cage is dropped. Callie right after the champion. CC Bones going right after Beck. Northern Lights quick. Standing Spanish Fly out of the champion early. We get a triangle choke from CC Bones onto Beck. Beck fighting out of it. Plants Bones with that short power bomb. Dan going to work on the arm of the champion. Beck just spiked with that power bomb from Bones. Bones up and over that inverted DDT. Suplex, rather. Curves off from Callie Dane onto Valentina. That rope-a-dope shot from Bones. Standing drop kick from the champion. Running complete shot, lays out CC Bones. Valentina's gonna fly off that second rope. Goes for that front drop kick, it's nothing. There's that inverted DDT. Dane holding the champion upside down in that butterfly lock. Drops her with that inverted toss. Almost looked like she was going for the Yellow Devil Driver, shades on her stablemate. Bones up and down, gets power bombed. Followed up with an elbow drop. Valentina the first one, trying to climb that cage. Beck giving chase. Has a hold of the ankle, yanks her off. Dane going to work on the arms of Bones now. Overhead belly-to-belly toss from Beck onto Valentina. Pulls Dane off the cage now. Beck saying she's not finished with any of these women yet. Valentina tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Corkscrew forearm. Valentina has Bones up. Drops her on the top rope. Alley-oop bomb out of Callie Dane onto Beck. Single leg crab on Bones. Yeah, Breeze. The newest member of Project Mayhem. Another complete shot out of Beck. cheering on her stablemate as Beck's finally looking to climb. Bones giving chase. Bones the only woman yet to try to escape. Valentina up with a Rana on Dane. Bones going for that blind man elbow, gets nothing but mat. Valentina pulled down again by the former champion. Bones finally trying to head out again. Beck all over, stopping anyone from climbing out. Dane stretching that arm out of Valentina. Stomps that wrist joint. So we get that flatliner variation from Bones onto Beck. Bones just shifted her target in midair and planted Valentina with that facebuster. Gets caught by that powerbomb elbow drop combination out of Beck Wild one more time. Valentina looked like she was threatening to climb, gets caught by Beck. Beck showing the strength advantage. Valentina slips out the back. Beck climbs after Dane and just suplexes her off. Beck heading up top one more time. Valentina has a hold of the ankle. Dane pulls herself to her feet. Action fast here. Big release German out of Valentina on Bones. Get one leg trip, one successful pull up. Snake eyes in the corner. Bones looking for that blind man elbow. Connects up with the champion. Short curves off from Dane onto Beck one more time. Beck thinking slam. Bones with that short Rana driver on the champion. Beck trying to climb out one side, Bones out the other. Dane giving chase to Beck. Bones is over. CC Bones escapes. CC Bones is your new women's champion, and in all honesty, I'm surprised this match is over already. Valentina just a little bit too slow getting up to her feet. Had to watch CC Bones now stealing that women's championship. Dane, though, absolutely just suplexed the bejesus out of Beck off that top of that cage. So we get ready for your main event of the evening. Big Papa Tapatio, the biggest man in the spice rack, one of the two biggest men in the company, taking on your reigning and defending world champion, Rey Demonio, who has been on another level since becoming the champion. We've seen him put the pause on Bake at World War E. We've seen him take that championship from the former champion, Hugo Lazarus, in that last man standing match at Insert Coin to Continue. He's the reason why Grimm is still on concussion protocol 3 months later. Both these men picked up wins over the last 2 weeks. Demonio beat Papa Tapatio's stablemate and one half of your new tag team champions, Jalapeno. Big Papa beat Mega Ran a couple days ago, I believe it was. I have to look back at my notes. And yeah, it was Mega Ran. Will the side of Guac reign supreme, or will it be Kingdom Come? We await the two competitors in your main event here. I'm still shocked that that women's match was as short as it was. Like, I'm used to our things being 5P breaks. Not in a bad way. Just the matches are usually long and amazing. Big Papa repping a new coloration on that baseball jersey. The best-selling shirt in the company. Wearing the new colors completely with the new logo on the back. I don't know if he's wearing the black, white, and yellow to kind of play mind games with the champion. That is a similar color scheme to what we are used to seeing our champion wear. Even a new paint job on the flames, I like it. We await your Blitz World Champion. A man who has a DDT named after him. He is our resident Demon King, Ray Daemonio. To my knowledge, the only match he lost was a tag team match before he won that title, where him and Mighty fell to Hugo Lazarus and Dougal Devlin. We've seen what happened after that. It should be noted that Daemonio was not the man to take the fall in that match. Your world champion looks ready to exit this arena the same way he walked in. Brandon Gates ain't here. I would like to see that match, though. We might have to set something up. This is Ray Daemonio's second title defense. His first was against Bake. And he absolutely put the paws on Bake. Main event time is upon us. Fighting out of Chihuahua, Mexico, which is hilarious considering the man weighs almost 500 pounds and he comes from Chihuahua. Representing the Spice Rack, Big Papa Tapatio. Fighting out of Rio Linda, California, your reigning, defending, undisputed Blitz World Champion. Giving up about twice his body weight here, Ray Daemonio. Showing the agility before the match even starts. Both these men with Lucha Libre backgrounds. One's more power, one's more speed. This will be a very stark contrast in styles. Most fights against Tapatio are, though. Unless you're Nigel Von Bartleby. Daemonio looks absolutely calm. Main event time is a go. Patu using that strength advantage early with those triple knees to the face of the champion. Brought back into a big rising knee of his own. Ray Demonio is going to have to use every bit of that speed advantage as we just see him get shoved down by the much, much bigger Big Papa. Big headbutt out of the mass challenger. Walks into an up kick from the champion. Then runs into a fireman's carry. Back and forth action. Huge forearm shot. Going to work on the arm of Ray Demonio now. Has him up and down with that sit-down spine buster. Pulls him away from the ropes. Drives that 475-pound frame up and down with the stomps. Ray fights back with a shot to the lower guts. Going for the King Hippo approach. Drive-by neck breaker. Unleashing the kicks. Has a hold of the challenger. Sends him off those ropes. Ducks the clothesline, catching him with that Tanahashi. Rolling senton. Showing the agility. Kicks and stomps, trying to use those legs. Patio rolls out of the way of a kick. Go behind with another kick. Has a hold of the dreadlocks of the champion. Beals him across the ring. First pinfall. Because we don't have the license to the song. And because there's no mariachi cover of it. Tapatio with that Steiner recliner on the champion, who slips out the back and picks the ankles. Has a hold of the mask. Knows the tradition of that mask. Going to work on the traps with the elbows, trying to take some of that power away. So much power. Demonio springs up top. Corkscrew leg drop, doesn't get anything. Into the rear chin lock. I might have to do that after our show's over here tonight, Supernova. Tapatio fighting back to his feet, delivering the elbows to try to break that chin lock. Snapmares the champion down. Applies one of his own. Using that massive frame to try to sap the energy from the champion. Absolutely wrenching on that neck. Ray showing the fight. Breaks a hold of a pair of elbows of his own. Puts Tapatio on that top turnbuckle. Has him up. Drops him with that sidewalk slam, showing some strength of his own. Definitely looked like he hurt himself in the process. That is a massive man to drop. Only gets a 2 count. Going back to work with the kicks. Demonio actually playing the slower pace game. I'm kind of questioning that here. Sent into that turnbuckle by the challenger. Violates Wizard rule before delivering a swift kick to the guts. Trying to stomp through the champion, making contact with that turnbuckle through his guts. Ray with a massive headbutt. Look, he almost caught the fin of that mask. Looks like he's going for his trademark DDT. Springs off. Tornado wrist lock DDT. The Demonio special. Follows up with that picture perfect standing moonsault. Big Papa fighting back with that back body drop. Going for that big throat thrust. Gets it stuffed. Ray has him hooked. Kingdom Come. Turns him over. Daemonio is still your champion. No one has had an answer for that Daemonio special Kingdom Come combination. We see that big sidewalk slam off that second rope. Looks like Daemonio definitely strained something in his back. Right here, that patented Daemonio special. Yeah, champ doesn't get paid by the hour. Kingdom Come was all she wrote. Spice Rack walking out of here with one new belt. And this, for our pay-per-view, it's shorter than some of our episodes of Storm. I don't know what to say about that right now. So for our champion, Rey Daemonio, CC Bones, our new women's champion, Mighty, the retained Blitz Division champion, Spice Rack picking up the tag team belts, and then Sakamoto Omega, first Japanese champion we've had here in Blitz. I have been your voice of choice, DrMarxout. If you aren't subscribed to the other two members of the Triad, Supernova Pro and High Class, go do it now. I have been DrMarxout. Have a good night.